Wednesday, May 6, 2020. You can see it's written right here. So when we write it in our notebooks, make sure you spell it correctly. Okay, Wednesday's a hard one for you guys to spell. You see right here we have an average temperature for every month in Spain. Okay, you can see in January we have 6 degrees Celsius all the way to 25 in July. What we're going to do is we're going to graph these for our work today. But first, we are going to review you guys' work from last week. So, we have climate zones right here, climate zones on Earth. This is the same picture that we talked about last week. We have cold, temperate, warm, and tropical. And your question was, which climate zone is Ecuador in? So I gave you these 4 and I showed you this map. So you just have to know where your country is on the map. The answer to that question is the tropical zone. So anywhere that's on the equator you can see, which would be right here, is mostly in red, right? These 2 countries are in red. And that is tropical. Ecuador is right around here. Okay, so most of you got that right, did great. I saw your guys' pictures in Class Dojo, those were awesome. So that's all you needed to do was copy this and write that Ecuador is in the tropical zone. All right, now for your work for today, you are going to be drawing a graph. So we've already done this during this time of online learning. You guys drew a graph of weather. Now we're going to graph average temperature. So like I said, we're going to do Spain. Now we know there's 12 months in a year, so we're going to have to write all 12 months down here. And then up here we're going to draw the numbers, okay? So we saw on the graph that the numbers go all the way up to 25. So we need to make sure our graph starts at 0. We always start at 0, but we have to go all the way up to 25, okay? So just like last time, I'm going to attempt to draw this graph with you guys on my computer. So we're going to make 2 straight lines in our notebook that look like an L. Okay, and then down here, now mine is not big enough. My screen is not as big as your notebook. So in your notebook, you're going to make your L really big so that you can fit January all the way to December on here, and then 0 all the way up to 25. Now remember, each line is a number. So 0 is always on this first line. And then this next line right here is going to be 1, and you go just like this all the way up to 25. Okay? So let's start with January. We will do this one together, and then you guys can do the other 11 by yourself. So January, our average temperature is 6. So we need to make sure we have our numbers go at least to 6 for this example. 4, 5, 6. Now remember, your guys' graph is going to be a lot bigger than mine, so it's going to go all the way up to 25. So we have January right here, and it is 6. So I'm going to draw the straightest, the straightest line possible up to 6, and then back down. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the labels on your graph. This one is months, because all the things we're going to write down here are the months, January all the way to December. And then on this side, we have average temperature in degrees Celsius, okay? So all of these are in degrees Celsius. And then at the top, the title of our graph is monthly average temperatures in Spain. So you need to make sure you write all 3 of these on your graph, otherwise we won't know what your graph's about. So write these 3 titles, make sure you label from 0 to 25 at least, and then leave yourself enough room to write all 12 months on this line. Okay? I put a little note up here. If you need to pause the video to use this screen, you can, because this has what your graph should look like and the data table. So pause the video while you're making your graph so you can see this. Okay? You're going to do all of these on your graph. I'm going to go back 1 slide. Okay, it says that you should send a picture over Class Dojo by Friday, May 8th at 9 a.m. So you guys know you always have until the next class day at 9 a.m. to turn in your work. So Friday at 9 a.m. you need to turn this into me. Just take a picture and send it to me over Class Dojo. I will see you guys again on Friday.